From First Alert 4, this is a breaking news alert.
We figured out pretty quick from the noise that it was a car.
Breaking right now in South St. Louis, a car crashes into the crowd at Ted Drewes, then speeds off. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Harris. At least 6 people were injured, and we're told one of those patients is in critical condition. First Alert 4's Kimberly Donahue is live at the scene on Chippewa in South City. And Kim, what have you learned from police?
Good evening, Morgan. Right now, Chippewa is open, but Ted Drewes is closed for the night as investigators interview the driver who allegedly injured several people. St. Louis Metropolitan Police say around 8 o'clock tonight, a white car heading west on Chippewa turned left into the Ted Drewes parking lot, striking a group of people before reversing and taking off east on Chippewa. Officers say 6 people were struck by the vehicle. 1 person has a head injury. 3 people are in serious condition, but everyone is expected to be okay. SLMPD says the driver of the vehicle, a 19-year-old, returned to Ted Drewes while officers were on scene investigating. According to police, the driver was apparently scared by what happened before returning to their home, telling family, and going back to Ted Drewes. Ferguson City Council member Nick Kassoff was at the custard stand with his family when he heard the commotion.
All of a sudden, we heard screaming, and there were just stampedes of people racing toward us. We were down at the west end of the building, and the car hit into the crowd on the east end of the building, and everybody just started screaming and running. It was pretty scary.
Kassoff says traffic calming measures are needed here on Chippewa, such as a closer stoplight, a crosswalk, and traffic bollards. SLMPD says more information is expected tomorrow morning. Reporting live in South St. Louis, Kimberly Donahue, First Alert 4.
All right, Kim, thank you. Now, this is just the latest crash along this stretch of Chippewa near Ted Drewes. In 2022, 17-year-old Matthew Nicolai was struck and killed trying to cross Chippewa after leaving the custard stand. That was also a hit and run. That driver in that case was arrested and pleaded guilty earlier this year. And in May of 2022, a 75-year-old man died after being hit by a car outside of Ted Drewes. First Alert 4 will continue to follow this safety issue. You can find more information in your First Alert 4 app. Well, in other